Hi, this is Bassam Sebti. I'm a journalist from Iraq. I currently work for the International Center for Journalists as the Arabic editor of IJNet and the program officer for the online courses and other projects ICFJ offers. Before joining ICFJ, I worked in Iraq as a journalist and a correspondent for the Washington Post. I covered the war and the political process in Iraq for about 3 years. I'm one of the journalists who were lucky enough to join an ICFJ workshop that was held in Amman, Jordan in 2004. The course was about covering elections, covering democratic elections in Iraq, and that course was offered to the Iraqi journalists, especially those who are in need of training to cover the elections for the first time in Iraq. In order to attend the workshop, I had to travel from Baghdad to Amman, Jordan. So I hired a taxi with a group of other Iraqi journalists, female and male journalists. And it was very dangerous for us to take that risk, but we wanted to take part in this workshop because we really needed such training that was offered by a well-known organization like the ICFJ. We pretended that we were a family, and we took our own precautions. For instance, we hid our press badges in our shoes in case the insurgents and militias would, stop us and basically attack us or hurt us because of our affiliation with the media. We actually saw insurgents carrying RPGs, carrying rockets. They tried to stop us, but they noticed that we looked like a family, so they thought we were a family, and they didn't stop us. In Jordan, we were very excited to take part in this course because first we were very happy that we made it safe there and that we finally were going to learn about covering journalism. And the second thing is because this workshop was basically offered by ICFJ, and we heard a lot about ICFJ then, so we knew that this was going to help us get our stories published and also get the best stories about the elections in Iraq. Now, ironically, I work for the ICFJ, and this is something I'm very proud of. I ended up here not because I wanted a job and just a job. I ended up at ICFJ because I believe in its mission. I believe that it's part of what made me a journalist, what made my stories that I covered for the Washington Post, especially the elections ones, appear on the front pages of the paper. There are so many journalists who are in desperate need in such kind of training, especially in the Middle East and North Africa, where democracy and journalism is making its way slowly, let's say, but it's improving. And ICFJ is doing a great job in making this happen. I consider myself lucky because I was trained by ICFJ, and that training helped me a lot to improve my journalism skills. And at the same time, I'm very proud and excited that I now work for ICFJ, because now I can help the journalists who are like me, for instance, who are in desperate need of such kind of training.